What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with Chasing Cinema.
James Shoe.
.com, and tonight it is a Tuesday night.
Very random for us. We haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
Usually it's only around summertime when this kind of thing happens. We have a midnight premiere here at Tuesday night, which means that June 3rd, tomorrow, Wednesday, is the release of Entourage. The obviously film based on the HBO series is going to continue past the 8th series. Let me know what your origin story with Entourage is. Were you a fan? Did you watch it? How did you feel? Etc.
Well, I don't have HBO or anything like that, so I missed the entire 8 years of this show. And I had always friends that said it's such a good show. I had a lot of people say, you're gonna love this show, James. I had people tell me that, James, this is like, it's already your life, bro. Yeah. You should watch this movie. So I never watched it. And then my friend Ulysses is like, dude, you need to watch this. Gave me all 8 seasons. I plowed through all 8 seasons in literally 3 days. Fell in love with the show.
So you watched all 8 seasons at once?
Yes.
So you watched it very late?
Yes, it was freaking awesome. I just watched it literally 3, 4, 5 months ago.
Oh, okay.
And I freaking loved it, and I am so excited for tonight. We get to see all the boys back, and we get to see the lifestyle, we get to see the craziness, we get to see all the things that we expect from Entourage. I'm jacked up, ready to make this movie happen. I'm excited.
I was working at the video store when Entourage came out, and I think it was around season 3 when everyone just kept telling me, oh, you gotta watch it. So I started watching them all, and I did. I watched the show avidly. Also was a big fan. You know, each season I was finding myself liking another character over another. Who was I relating to more? Whose storyline was I most interested in? And it was also something that felt very real. I mean, people honestly thought that show was real, and I mean, I think I told the story last week of when people asked me about Aquaman and Aquaman 2, and you know, I was like, oh, that's just a show. It's not real life. But the show is known for bringing celebrity cameos on and telling the lives of these kind of these great friends, which is also a very similar theme as we've seen in, you know, Fast and Furious. Family is everything. But I kind of fell off the boat before the show ended. I wasn't watching them on HBO. I was buying the seasons and watching them when they came out, and I remember buying 6 and 7, and then I never watched and finished 8. From what I hear, you know, and it wasn't that I was like, ah, no, I'm not gonna spend the money. It was just I didn't feel the need to hurry up and go buy it, and I eventually just never ended up going to buy it and watching it. But I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about season 8. I heard a lot of people thought it got really weird and it wasn't really a great season, and a lot of people were disappointed with the finale. In comes the movie, which hopefully will be able to fix the ending for fans, from what I hear. What did you feel about the season 8 and the finale?
I was okay with the season 8, but then I know. And I even agree that even when it was around Vinny chasing around the cocaine stuff and the drugs, that really did get very it's like, okay, here we go, okay, beyond it. So, and
that
I
was
get
right
that
around like after Medellin, right?
Yeah, that was after Medellin. But in my personal opinion, most TV shows that when you're going into season 6, 7s, and 8s and 9s and 10s, you know, sometimes, you know, you can only come up with so much content.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and so I don't actually look at that as a fault. I just look at that as, I mean, you've been doing something for 8 years times 10, 80 episodes. That's why when you look at Simpsons, you got to give them props for being able to go 25 seasons at 25 episodes.
They'll never run out of material.
Yeah, because we can always make fun of humans.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I totally get that. But I'm totally jacked on the trailer. The song got me all jacked up, and then Ronda Rousey looks like she's gonna have some type of a role in this film. I don't know if it's a cameo or not.
I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of cameos in this movie.
I'm only expecting cameos in this movie.
Yeah.
And then they have that Cadillac that's not even a real Cadillac, the Cian, or I don't know if it's pronounced right, the CIEL. From what I've read, that car was already discontinued. They were not going to make it, but it's in the movie, and it looks freaking fantastic, so I'm ready to see this.
I don't know if I've seen it in the trailer. You'll have to point it out to me when we're in the movie.
That was fantastic.
All right, let's do it.
How long?
Hour and 45 minutes.
Boom!
I want to be...
Alright, so we just got out of Entourage, and I thought
I want to be your superhero.
Hey, it's what I'm here for. For me, I'm going to say this. If you like Entourage, this movie does everything you want out of it, in my personal opinion. I thought this movie was so much fun. Sloane is still banging! Sloane is just amazing. And then Vinny Chase seeing the boys back, and then we got the entire Entourage. Then I love Entourage, and this movie did not let me down in any way, shape, or form. They had the ladies, they had the cars, they had the lifestyle, they had, of course, Ari Gold, who is the best character that he's, and it's funny because if you ever watch Rush Hour 2, buttercream,
yeah.
And then you see the Ari Gold in this, and it's just like completely polar opposite characters, and it's so awesome. I just had so much fun. I think if you like Entourage, you're gonna love this movie. I personally loved the movie, and I just had a lot of fun in the movie, bro. Loved it. Soundtrack was a lot of fun.
So, Ari Gold, Jeremy Piven, that's your favorite character in the show? Because I don't know about, I mean, I think most people are always like me where I'm like, oh, I love Ari Gold, but then, you know, I see a scene with Kevin Dillon, who plays drama, and those two are always kind of up in the air debating on which one's my favorite. So, what did you feel about this?
Because he's so dumb. He's like so dumb. You have to love him.
He's great. One of my favorite scenes ever in Entourage. I don't remember if you remember this, but this is when Turtle was still driving him around. He's in the car with drama, and him and Chuck Liddell fight for a parking space, and Turtle says, you know, that's Chuck Liddell. Drama with the most serious look goes, what's a Chuck Liddell? You know, that kind of reprises itself actually in this movie.
In this movie, what he says, what's a Pharrell? Yeah, I loved it. Cameos. They do not let you down. Cameo after cameo after cameo after cameo, and then if you don't know, Entourage is loosely based off of Mark Wahlberg and his Entourage in real life, and then he brought his actual guys that this whole show and movie's based on in that short little 2-minute scene where he's talking about Ted 3, 4 through 20. Yeah, I loved it. I love it too because I've always wanted to be an actor. I've always wanted to be in this industry. And
really, you always wanted to be an actor?
Oh, I've always wanted to be an actor.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be an actor.
Learned something new.
And I just never went for it or anything like that. Instead, I just did that whole marketing book thing.
Build a marketing empire.
Yeah, I did that whole thing instead. But yeah, I watched this and I live vicariously through these guys. Man, I freaking love it, and I love seeing Hollywood and how it's just corrupt as crap. And I just, for me, bro, this movie just set me on fire. Loved it. Seriously, loved it.
I enjoyed this movie. I mean, like James said, especially if you're a fan of the TV show, you know what you're getting yourself into. You'll probably enjoy it. I didn't love it to as much the extreme as James did. I thought it was good. I didn't feel like I got much out of it though. You know, it definitely felt like a very extended episode.
Yeah, I agree.
Like as I was going through the show, I was like, well, this is where the break would be and the credits would roll, and then we'd have a new start. You know, you know, talking about the show, it's kind of a hard kind of conversation because I tell people, you know, even though it's a show, this movie has to stand on its own. It's got to develop them themselves for people who've not seen the show, and that's actually why I had Louis Vuitton write the review for this, because though he's seen parts of the show, he's never really vicariously watched it like you and I wanted to get his perspective because I think that's what matters for people, because we already know Entourage has an audience. We're already gonna get their money. What about everyone else? And I think he was with me on it though, as far as it being kind of lukewarm. I mean, I think you'll laugh. I think you'll have a good time, but I don't think it's very memorable in a sense, and I don't think that it gives us really anything new. As far as cameos, there are a lot, but at the same time, I don't know if the celebrity cameos work as well on the big screen. I mean, I know we've always kind of been like, oh, there's cameos in this movie, but I mean, Entourage is a show that always brought us really big celebrities on HBO and these TV shows, and now we're watching them on the big screen. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, it doesn't have that same effect. There are some great additions to the cast who I would say are more than just cameo. We have Billy Bob Thornton, who plays this crazy Texan financier and the dad of Haley Joel Osment. Yeah, not too effective.
Hated.
Which is good though. So I mean, he was very annoying, very major part of the story, which isn't a very strong one at that. I hate to say it. The story is not too interesting. It's kind of very similar to pretty much every other season of Entourage. But he does his character well, because we are all sitting there like, oh my god, this guy is so annoying. Someone just punch him in the face. And that's what he's supposed to do, so he's good at that. Ronda Rousey, who you know I am a humongous fan of.
I thought she was good.
Kind of has a lot of spotlight on her, yeah. And she's kind of tested in not just fighting, though of course we get her to eventually fight. But we have a little bit more focus on just beyond that, which is quite entertaining. This movie has, you know, the great thing about family and being together. But I think the major problem I have with this movie is just that, like I said, I felt it was a little bit empty, not bringing anything new. I think that what kind of made me feel got old in the series kind of transferred over to here. I'm like, all right, yeah, I remember this. This is, you know, very similar to everything else I've seen. So I wasn't feel like I was getting anything fresh. And then some people kept telling, you know, the conversation I was having, people expressed this as being, oh, this is a great way to end the show, them to go out. And I didn't feel that. I felt the major problem I had with this movie is that nothing really kind of resolved itself. I mean, it was like a TV show where you have this major problem for, you know, Entourage was an hour-long show, yeah?
Like 46 minutes or something like that.
So, you know, we have a problem for 30 minutes and we do a quick cleanup at 15, and they try to use that same format in this movie, and it doesn't feel satisfying. I felt we just kind of rushed to the ending. We were like, oh, this, we'll put this here, we'll put this there, and we'll just kind of say everything like that. And it didn't feel like a huge conclusion to me. I didn't feel very satisfied with the ending. There are some nice moments, but overall, I think it's funny. I think it's enjoyable. Fans of the show will love it. I'm sure some people going in blind will love it, but I don't think it's anything too spectacular. I think it was all right.
I definitely do recommend, though, if you can watch the series first, because there's so many inside jokes. There's so many.
You need to watch 80 hours.
There's so much stuff in this show that reference in the movie that you'll love it, because I absolutely adored the film.
But if you take away liking, though, like, oh, okay, and investment in character, this is a show you don't need to know information for.
No,
I mean,
you don't.
It'll throw you in, it'll kind of teach everything.
Yeah, they do at the beginning. And
yeah, it's true. But obviously, they're not obviously as developed if you don't watch the show, these characters. But at the same time, I don't know how necessary I use that, because some of the characters don't really need that much even developing.
No.
Like the main character, Vinny Chase, he's just there, you know.
He's the star.
Overall, I was iffy. I thought it was good. I thought it was okay.
All right, so go to chasingsimba.com/Entourage to see what Louis Vuitton had to say about this movie. Remember, he was someone who did not watch the show, so he gave a very movie-based review. 4 out of 4 for James Hsu, though.
Really? 4 out of 4?
Yeah, loved it.
Wow.
Loved it. But also, I'm also going to say,
4 out of 4?
I'm invested into all the characters in the movie.
3.5, maybe.
No, I loved it.
4?
Yeah, I loved it.
Wow.
Loved it.
Mad Max would be a 4.
Yeah, Mad Max is a 4.
Mad Max would be a 5.
Yeah. We get it, it's a 5. All right,
this ain't Mad Max level.
We'll be back literally in 48 hours. Because
Yeah.
we got Insidious Chapter 3.
Yes.
Spy Rose Byrne, even though I know the actual character is Melissa McCarthy.
Yep, Paul Feig, Melissa McCarthy, 50 Cent.
Rose,
Jason
man.
Statham.
I'm ready,
That was
man.
my...
What's Bruce Lee's favorite drink?
What? That was good. That was clever. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator?
By the way.
You don't get that kind of humor in Entourage. They should have asked me to write the script.
Dude, I love the lifestyle. You know why, too? I love that movie because I love that lifestyle.
Oh, the show's
Love
been
it.
compared to the male Sex in the City. They want to live that glamorous lifestyle. They want the fame and
But they
fortune.
actually do.
I mean, one review I read for this movie already was hilarious. It says, you know, it should be called Rich Guys and Naked Women. That's pretty much the essence of Entourage.
Can't?
Yeah, I'll agree.
So, no, I mean, yeah. I felt very indifferent about this movie. It was fun. It was enjoyable. If I think about it in 10 years, I feel like I'm like, wasn't that an episode? Or was that in the movie? And that's how I feel like a lot of people are going to feel.
See, what he's saying, I don't even care. Because I just enjoyed it. All right, we'll be back 48 hours, yeah?
Let's do it. Spy, Insidious. What are you going to watch?
100% watching Spy.
Ooh. It'll be good.
Just
Hopefully.
saying. And chasingsim.com is actually known as
The Film Lovers website.
website.